I'm actually super duper late today. Like a full 10 minutes. I'm actually not going to even try to defend myself against the late allegations because they are in fact true. I'll deny the late allegations if I'm like a minute late, 2 minutes. I don't think that's late enough to count, respectfully. I'm 2 minutes late to basically everything in my life that's ever happened. So I can be 2 minutes late to my own stream. 10 minutes to start, does admittedly start to be a bit more of like a, I told a lie saying that I would even be here at 8. But you know, these things happen. Sometimes pasta takes longer to cook than you think. And sometimes that means that instead of being sat down ready to go at 8, you're ready to go at 8:10, which is a perfectly normal time. Hold on, I need to actually, there we go. I have my controller plugged in, but it was not working for a second. I was like, for a second before I started stream today, I was like, oh yay, SILKSONG, what am I going to be doing today? It's this. The answer is this. The answer is that for the foreseeable future, for the rest of my life, I think I'm going to be doing this boss fight. Melomaniac. It is 8:10 p.m. It sure is. That is a number, followed by another number, and then 2 letters. Or as I like to call it, late. Yeah, I was a little late. I'm a little late. Pasta took longer to cook than I thought. Hello, ladies. No, the problem is I knew I was gonna be late as of about 15 minutes ago. Like, it was 7:59 that my plate of food was ready and I was sat about to eat it. I was like, I don't think I can physically eat an entire bowl of lentil bolognese in a minute and also begin stream in that time. But I was also like, I'm gonna be 10 minutes late. I just won't say anything. I'll just like be late and see what happens. This is like this is like yesterday. I had someone scheduled a work call, but they scheduled it literally the second I stepped away from my computer to go for like a lunch break, and then I accidentally had a slightly longer than normal lunch break, and because of that and the timing of when I started my lunch break, I ended up accidentally missing an entire call that I was supposed to go to because they scheduled it for 15 minutes before I finished my lunch break. And I didn't really tell anyone I was going on lunch break either, which, like, hey, sue me. I don't think I should have to. It was lunchtime. I was eating lunch. Was I full of sickness and suffering? Feel bad for me? Oh, Trash, I am sorry for you. You broke your 10-year no throwing up streak and then continued to eat literally nothing. So now you're kind of fucked all over. Oh, that is rough. I'm sorry you had to throw up. That sucks. 10 years was impressive though. I wouldn't beat yourself up too bad. Like, 10 years was good. Here's for another 10 after this. Most people, you know, you were never going to have a 20-year no throwing up streak. You would have been a medical miracle if that had happened. But I'm still sorry. Throwing up sucks, especially when it's been a long time since you've done it. Yeah, I'm not feeling bad, luckily. But my boyfriend is feeling ill at the minute. So, who knows? Who knows? You were eating instead of fighting my queen, Scar Singer, Carmelita. Yeah, I don't know. She just, like, I just wasn't feeling it. I think I was just suddenly very aware before starting stream today that this is what this entire stream will be. Because last time I did this, 2 days ago, I thought I was doing pretty decent, actually. I staggered her once, and I haven't died to the enemy rush beforehand yet. And I was like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. And then I thought about the fact that if I was truly doing that good on a boss people think is difficult, people would have been popping off. Like, people would have been saying, Mello, you're playing the best I've ever seen anyone play this game. And the fact that no one was saying anything has retroactively made me think that what I think this fight is round enemies, first phase of her, another enemy round, and then I think another phase of her. with potentially the second phase having some enemies just spawn as you fight her, which to me sounds like hell. That's my guess, because that sounds like hell. They're not throwing up worse. Not throwing up often makes it so much worse when it happens because you're terrified of it. Yeah, that's fair. When you're not used to it and it's been that long, I bet the feeling, like, is just very... It's just unfamiliar, isn't it? I get you. I won't talk too much about it just in case, like, it makes you feel worse, but, like, for me, it's the feeling beforehand when I get, like, car sick, or, like, sometimes I get, like, travel sick when I'm on a bus or a coach, and that feeling is horrible because you're trapped in a coach. And one time I had the feeling of, like, that was about to happen on a coach, and it felt so bad that my hands, like, started tingling, and it felt like they were seizing up. Like, I kept trying to, like, straighten my fingers, and they just kept bending. And I was like, that feels scary. And I was on this coach on my own. And I just went to a person nearby, and I was like, can you check on me in 5 minutes? I don't feel well. Ah! Okay.
Wob bob
Wob wob
bobble
bobble
bob
bibble
bob
bibble
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 bob
bibble bubble beb. Did it help that that was doubled? I like to think that was an interesting auditory experience. And thank you for the 63-month resub, by the way. That's crazy. And I like that you tried to say that twice. It clearly means a lot to you, that sentiment, so I won't pretend that I understand it, but I still think it's beautiful. Things that I don't understand can still be beautiful. You get car sick stuff, you just always refuse to actually throw up. That's fair. Honestly, for me, the tricks are, if I'm feeling car sick, I need to stop wearing, like, a jacket, basically. I need to, like, be as cold as possible. A classic for me, shove my hand out the window, and when my hand gets really cold, put it on my forehead, and then put my hand back out the window. That really helps me. But also, I tend to drive more now than I do, more than I am, like, a passenger in a car. So I've not been feeling it as bad, but it used to be pretty sucky. Okay, let's give this a try. I have a feeling it won't go well because it's been 2 days and also my thumb hurts. But I have embraced, and I need everyone to embrace, that this stream is just going to be this, and that's gonna have to be okay. It's probably gonna be an attempt at this boss fight, followed by taking, like, a 10-minute yapping break, because I will not for the life of me be able to read a single goddamn thing in Twitch chat while I'm doing this fight. And if I am reading things in Twitch chat and then I lose, yeah, I think we all know why. I think we all know why that happened. Yeah, I did. I beat Seth and I beat Nyleth last stream. Nyleth actually took me quite a while. And then, yeah. Basically, last stream I got to this area over here. And I guess this is where I currently am. Do I not have my, I guess my compass isn't working because I'm technically nowhere right now. I'm technically in a dream. I was about to be really confused. Oh yeah, Sprint Master as well. The Sprint Master room. I had a blast in the Sprint Master room, for real. And I got a mask shot out of it, which was terrifying for my save that oh my god, I have a lot of money, huh? Anyway. Garama. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, the music is fantastic. Oh my god. See, this is going badly. See, I didn't die to either of these last time, but that makes me feel pretty confident that it's gonna happen this time. You see, like, this is bad! Oh my god. Horrendous. You know what I think it was? I think last time, when the second I got to them, I used, I used cog, my little cog friends, and I didn't even try there. This is your partner's probably favorite, boss and character. I like the vibes. Partly because they're Spanish, so the flamenco vibes are appreciated. And the music's gorgeous. I love the aesthetics of the room. It's just everything else about it that I feel like... I feel like it's one of those boss fights where my current feelings about it are probably going to be the best that they are for perhaps the next couple hours. I feel like my thoughts on this boss will be good, then bad, then horrible, then miserable, and then good again. Immediately, it's an absolute terrible sign that I struggled as much with that enemy arena. Oh my god. I actually hate everything about this is what I hate. Okay. Okay, they're not, like, too bad. It's just everything about them that sucks. Okay. Oh my god, I'm getting really lucky with my, my everything as well. Oh my god, Queen, can you stop doing that? Okay, I'm really high up. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Ooh. She does that twice now. That's cool. Ah! Ah! Okay. Okay. Nice that she does that. Ah, okay, so my prediction was wrong that... I think she entered phase 2. And my prediction was wrong that it would spawn enemies.
Is your wife dead?
Fucking hell.
Everyone remember to vote for SILKSONG.
Yeah,
for
please
just
do
2,000
actually, because
marshmallows.
I'm probably going to be finishing the game that I'm playing currently in like the next month. So if you want me to play SILKSONG next, you probably want to vote for that. Also, thank you for the bits, Toxic. Hello, how are you doing? Oh my god, this fight gives me a horrendous rush of adrenaline afterwards that I don't know if I like. It makes my fingers feel numb and shaky. I can have some water. Completion is very tanky. I feel that. I think what I'm struggling with at the minute, and I actually kind of struggle with this with like literally every boss fight in this game. Sometimes I feel like if I time my sprint into an attack really well, that would be good. She also just doesn't take a lot of take damage a lot of the time. Yeah, she seems to block a lot of my attacks. Who knows? I'm having fun so far, but I am just like deeply concerned about just how long this fight lasts, I guess. I'm also just so concerned about how what horrors she will unleash upon me. Also, I did see Trash say one pro of being sick is that you lay bed and watch like 8 hours of figure skating. I'm guessing, did you have a good time? I feel like figure skating is always really fun to watch. I think I got like a TikTok of maybe I think like the British ice skating team. Like the duo, the pairs. I don't know ice skating words. They looked cool. They did Spice Girls. I guess I'd pop off sometimes. Whatever. Okay, maybe I should heal actually. Healing again. She's actually so evil. Okay, I guess she makes noise before she does that attack. Okay, gonna heal there. Oh boy. Shit. I really need to remember that she does that twice. She does like everything twice now. Fucking hell. Okay. That went okay, I think. That went fine. Oh my god. I just feel like I really do have to pay like full attention. Like there are maybe some boss fights in this game where I have kind of been able to look at Twitch chat and I don't know actually. Sometimes I think about when I played Hollow Knight. I was bad at it and I was in general worse at video games. However, I also always thought a lot more about like talking through a boss fight. Like, you know, generally I didn't keep up a coherent stream of conscious monologue, but like I definitely would be able to talk through something. And I feel like my entirety of playing this game, if I've been in a boss fight, that's kind of all I've been thinking about. And at most, I'll be saying, okay, ah! And I just don't know what happened to me, that my ability to play the video game got better, and my ability to talk at the same time got worse. And even as I say it, I feel like those two things perhaps are, like, negatively correlated, but still. The menstrual programs are stressing me out, though. How come? How come? Were they... I'm trying to summon any knowledge of men's figure skating from, unfortunately, Yuri on Ice. Were they bad? Good? Oh, I saw that someone did, like, the first legal backflip in ice skating. Free program of Pairs Ice Dance is on right now. You're watching it before stream. Great Britain is currently 4th. Hey, good for us. We don't have ice in the UK. We just have rain, so it's kind of impressive that anyone in this country can skate on it. You think you finished this fight too quick, in that if you fought her in the final boss again, you'd do better against the final boss. You beat her with what was probably your best SILKSONG performance that you'll simply not replicate. You didn't learn her, it's pure animal instinct that got me through. When you say you finished this fight too fast, Johan, did you do this in like 3 attempts? Because I think I'm currently on my 5th attempt. And I do feel like I'm learning, but the idea of being able to beat this in any faster is like mind-blowing. Okay, let's try again. Garama. Ah. I don't know why I've decided that I just want this bit to end quickly. But I guess I have today. I've definitely developed some kind of false sense of security in my abilities for even trying to do that without my little friends. I'm healing again, fuck it. You know what? I actually think Long Claw would really help me, unfortunately. And I say unfortunately simply because I'm not currently using it. God, she's evil. She's not, she's cool. She's girl boss. It's cool that she exists. She blocks so much though. Best work. Can she stop doing that one? Eee! Yeah, that was good. That worked for me currently. Okay. God, she really does just, like, block. Often. She's so pretty. Not to think of an animated bug character is pretty, but like, it looks like she's wearing the nicest dress I've ever seen in my life. If I had that dress, God, you don't know. You don't know. I'd be going to formal events, left, right, and center, simply to have an excuse to wear the best dress ever invented. She's insane. That's fine. Oh my god. Fucking hell, that was going so good. That felt so powerful. But like, legitimately, I think I need a heartbeat monitor. I think I need a heartbeat monitor for playing this game because I think I'm easily in like the hundreds right now. Easily. You can say the bug character's pretty. She's so pretty. They really decided to make just like the prettiest bug character I think they've ever made. I don't think there's been a single pretty bug character until now. They were saving all of their prettiness bug sauce for this one bug. You have no idea the numbers, but it definitely took you less tries in your second playthrough. That's fair. Honestly, I think that's pretty natural. I think every fight that I've done in my second playthrough has taken me less tries. Except for High Halls, which I think took me more. But that's mainly because, like, I couldn't cheat. There's lots of good skaters, but the scoring's kind of ass. Because there's a guy just packing in a bunch of quads and scoring higher than more impressive performances, even when he has stumbles. That's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying that some figure skating is just like, score by number. Do thing which is big number, and even if it's overall, like, way less fun to look at, yeah, you did the number. I do remember just melting the enemy gauntlets with Threadstorm. Yeah, I kind of wish I didn't have Silk Spear right now, and I kind of wish I had Longnail. But equally, I'm like decently happy with what I've got at the minute, and I think I kind of do want Silk Spear for Carmelita. Do I know that's her name, by the way? Because I know it's been mentioned, and I've definitely heard people talk about Carmelita. But I actually don't know if the game has told me that that's her name. It might have. I might just not have been paying attention. I wasn't counting, but it was like how you found her at the end of stream. You found her at the end of one gaming session, fought her like twice, came out the next day and beat her in a few goes. So you'd seen the early part, but the final part was just straight up fighting for my life. Called it a day after I beat her. Hell yeah. Sometimes, like, for real, just sleeping on a boss fight. Just like putting it aside and then coming back to it. Your subconscious brain was like churning through some scenario planning. And then you just had it sorted. I feel like I'm doing better than I was my first couple attempts, but also I definitely don't think I'm gonna be getting this boss anytime soon. It says it in the boss's title, damn. Is it when she shows up? Because yeah, I don't look at that. I'm busy like panicking, I think, more than anything. Damn, I've never got to this phase and had this guy be alive. Okay. My goal is to just get like really good at these guys. Mainly because I think that would be fun. Oh yeah, I see it now. SILKSONG Carmelita. That was my own fault. Sometimes I dodge close to her, but then like, I just don't even try and hit her. See what I mean? Oh wow, boy, that was my fault. Oh boy, that was my fault. Oh fuck, this is going dreadfully. That was really bad. That was really bad. I'm not even gonna catch up with Twitch chat. I'm just gonna do that again. That was dreadful. Truly, I don't think I tried. I think, like, for some reason I'd just given up at the beginning. That's definitely what happened. Definitely I had subconsciously given up. This is what happens when I read the boss title, you guys. The attempt was cursed the second I did any reading. Reading's actually really bad for you, and you should never do it. I don't know why I suffered through this with Wanderers. You did this with Wanderers, Trash? That's probably why it took... That's probably why it took time. Like, I'm legitimately debating switching to like, shamans, even. I feel like I need range. Getting up close to her is just so hard. Oh my god. Whatever. Okay. Okay, I got one hit in, that's good. Oh, the run is cursed, by the way. I read her name. Okay. She just like, she's so good at dodging. Good for you, Queen. I jumped into that, like, actively. I've never wanted more, apparently, to get myself hit. Okay, gonna heal there. That was my own fault. Healing there. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm committing so hard to that, but I was. That was cool. Oh yeah, she does everything twice! Okay. Oh my god, she does everything twice. Sometimes she does everything multiple times. Out of evil. Fuck. Fucking hell. Okay, so phase 3? Was that a phase 3? Horrifyingly. Absolutely dreadful. Okay. That felt fun though. I think I'm enjoying this. I think. It's hard to tell because losing feels bad. Losing feels bad, but learning feels good. And the intersection of those two things can be very confusing to a mind. Let me catch up. So there's a few things I missed, I think. There's a lot of opinions on other pretty bug characters in these two games. Maybe it's because, for me, pretty translates into nicest outfit, and I think this character has the nicest bug outfit so far. You're not sure if you'd be able to beat her in fewer attempts if you fought her again. Oh, I mean, don't undersell yourself. You probably, maybe not fewer. If you popped off, like if you, like you say, had your absolute peak gaming experience, maybe just the same amount. But I think that's valid. You did this with Reaper in your first play. Wanderers in the second. You did this with... Why are people doing this with Wanderers? Make your lives easier for yourselves. This would probably be your favourite fight if she didn't send the little grunts after you in the beginning. Otherwise, it's probably tied with Lace 2 in the final boss. I can see why. It feels very fun. The music is good. It's a nice speed, although it's the kind of... It's a nice enough speed that phase 1 doesn't actually feel... I feel like with Seth and with Widow, phase 1 feels difficult and it's much slower than the second phase. And I think the problem I have is that it means that when you get to the second phase, I feel like it's really hard to process what's going on because the speed increase. And also it makes the first phase feel increasingly boring. Like, even if you're struggling with it, it's just this, like, boring wall you have to hurdle. And I don't know, I think I prefer it when the speed increase is a lot, like, more incremental. Just watch back my clip of beating her for the first time is one of my faves. You can really tell that I learnt her. The fact that I chucked my Switch onto the bed so hard that it disconnected the Joy-Cons. You felt real victory, huh? That's the main reason I only have her as 6. Yeah, I don't mind the low-level goons, but it is also just like, they can actually screw you over if you're not careful. And that is, it's kind of annoying to die to them, because it's like, well, that wasn't even fun. It's a good overall, except for when you know you're at the end. Oh, I'm scared of that. Some of the phase 1 to phase 2 transitions feel like if you fought the False Knight and threw yourself straight at the failed champion. Yeah, that's how it feels. That's how it feels. And it's like, if you're struggling with the False Knight, it doesn't necessarily make you, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't prepare you for failed champion, but it also just feels crazy. I don't know how much I like it. I think I definitely prefer this kind of like phase transition style than I did Seth, which I feel bad for saying, but I can't help it. Even if I've preferred, like, I preferred the Widow fight on my second playthrough, but I still don't love it. Probably has the same overall speed increase, but it's gradual over more phases, so it feels better. Yeah, which I'm happy with. I'll take it. Man, whatever. Oh my god. My thumb is, like, legitimately hurting. Oh, I don't think I've ever had, like, 2 of these guys before. Problem is, like, maybe they just wanted to make you fight these guys. But it's like, if you wanted me to fight these guys, because admittedly, I also kind of like them. You're telling me you couldn't have just put them somewhere else in the game? This was really the only way? Phase 1 is starting to feel pretty, like, nice. Ah, except for that sucked. I like that she doesn't bother with the spikes if she's already got me, you know? She knows when enough is enough. Okay, embarrassing. God, she hates getting damaged by me. She hates it. Whoop. That was my own bad. Shit! Okay, okay. That was going well. What tools do I have equipped? Okay, if I in theory did put on the long claw, what would I have to swap out? Okay, it's a blue tool. So, in theory, Weave Light. I actually don't know how much I'm using Weave Light. Maybe I might be using it more than I think. But who knows? Okay, I think I might actually go to the bench and change my tools. It feels like it's time. It's been 40 minutes of one thing. I think I can afford to do a second thing. Although I feel like it might also just throw off my rhythm. And we can't have that. Okay. Firstly, is there anything I would want here? No, not really. These are all kind of ass. Maybe just the brooch so that I have it on. I think I switch out poison, truly. And I don't think there's any of these I want. Maybe the flea brew, because I can get the flea brew for free now. The plasmium file, I'm kind of scared of using that. You probably would have also had a better time with her if it wasn't your first fight of Act 3 post-abyss. Yeah, I can see why that sucked. I feel like doing Seth kind of helped for me. I feel like maybe I've done things in an order that is right for me so far, at least. I'm kind of petrified of what's going on over here, though. I feel like I might just hate this because it's the third one. And I might just be full of hate. You was having fun. You were just determined because you actually kept making progress and learning and didn't want to leave and lose those instincts. Yeah, that's valid. I get that. That's kind of why I'm a little nervous to change tools. But there's also a part of me that's like having fun, and I'm not only tempted, I'm tempted to like Let us find out together. I'm tempted to switch crests just for fun. But I know that's a bad idea. like I can't just switch crest and be like, oh, this is fun. Like I would need to switch crest and then also try with that crest for like a few tries. Wow, a classic. A 2022 classic. I recently got access to the full like list of quotes. And I know that sounds crazy to say that as if I don't have access to my own list of quotes, but like I kind of don't. I don't really understand how Twitch APIs work. So I need help getting into them. And that was fun. Whatever. Okay. Okay, I actually feel like I feel like I'm already benefiting from Long Claw. But I don't know how much that's me just making something up and lying to myself and others. Ooh. Oh my god, yeah, Long Claw is like helping me so much! Okay. I think it's also helping that I'm like trying to use my angled pogos a bit more. Even just to like get myself generally into better positioning. Okay, healing. Okay. Oop. Okay, I flailed a bit there. Ooh, and I thought I had enough heals. Okay. Shit. Fuck. Fuck! Oh my god, I shouldn't have ran away. I should have just jumped. That was so fun. I was having so much fun. Oh my god, long nail with this feels so good. It feels so nice. I'm having a blast. What is happening? Okay, get back to me in like 4 attempts and we'll see if I'm still having a blast. Because I think the reason I'm having a blast is firstly because it is fun. And secondly, because, let's face it, you guys, I've definitely tricked myself into thinking that, like, I'm nearly there. Like, I do believe this is a fight that will just keep going. But there's a part of me that's tricked myself into thinking that that's the final phase. And don't tell me. I want to live in ignorant bliss. I kind of am enjoying it. Okay, let me catch up. Coral Tower is probably your least favorite, but also you did very nearly do it first try at the end of a play session, picked it up the next day, and it took you like an hour. Oh, that sucks. Sometimes the taking a break giveth, and sometimes it taketh away. Forgot to say Best of 25 was super fun. Much enjoyed, big smiles. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun putting it together. It helps that this year, a combo of like other people clipping, and also I was using, I think I've said this a couple times, this year from playing Silent Hill 2, I didn't do this when I was playing Final Fantasy X, which I kind of regret, but also whatever. I was pretty militant with making clips myself at the end of a stream. And the way I did that is I would check the Nightbot chat log for any instance of the add quote command. And then I would look at the time points of those uses, and then I would clip like around that point. And it took me like no time at all, and it meant that I actually had like a really nice selection of clips to pick from, which was really fun. And I say that, I've not been very good at that this year. Like, I think the past month I've been dreadful at doing clips, but some of that has been because, like, let's be honest with ourselves, 2 streams ago when I did Seth for the first time, wasn't really much to clip there, was there? Unless I wanted to clip me, like, rapid fire ending the stream. Which I don't think is very fun. Best of 25 was great, except when I had to hear Quirky Dog again. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, because the Quirky Dog bit makes up like a good 5 minutes in the middle of the video, but I just felt like it was important. I feel like when I think of Silent Hill 2, I don't think of the game, the characters, the story. I think of Quirky Dog, and I think of Jinx. Could have had a crash out clip. I know. It's not like I purposely avoid having a crash out clip. And there were definitely a couple of crash out clips from 2025 that I think kind of made it in. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like my crash outs are just sad. I feel like my crash outs are like, and then Mello got upset and it was sad. It's just not like, I don't know. I'm not saying it would be really funny and cool if my crash outs involved, like, throwing stuff, but I just feel like it would be easier to find entertainment in that than it would be the sad outs. Clip that. You should consider clipping around here if your heart so desires. That's a good idea for a command. Especially if something happens and it's like, we don't actually give a shit about it being a quote. It's more like, it's more the je ne sais quoi. It's the je ne sais quoi. Act 3 has been very locked in fighting, no time to be funny. Exactly. Exactly. There's nothing to clip. It's just clipping me just going, shit. Ooh. You know? Which is fine. It's fine. We're all having a good time. But it's like, you know. I'm definitely personally a fan of the clips that are just like fun sentences out of context. And I don't think silence followed by ah is very fun out of context. When I think of you playing Resident Evil games, I think of wacky music being played over the top gameplay. I think specifically of, I can't remember which one it was, but I think of specifically playing a Kevin MacLeod song while I was playing as the kid whose name I can't remember and doing a little quirky dance on the stairs. Speaking of Resident Evil, so I don't think I'm going to be able to beat SILKSONG by the time RE9 releases, but I would definitely like to stream RE9 pretty soon from release. So I think that's probably what the beginning of March is going to look like. I'm thinking actually best case scenario for me might be alternating SILKSONG streams with Resident Evil 9 streams, but also I don't want to lose SILKSONG instinct while I have it. Can we have Carmelita singing in the background all the time? I was just thinking that, It's nice. Like, it's definitely pleasant. She sings good. She sing nice. Sometimes I think I quote too much, but then I push those disgusting and wrong thoughts away. Sometimes you let the bad thoughts in, from the sounds of it. Don't let those thoughts happen. That moment is one of my favorites of all your streams, unironically. I remember having fun at the time. Being a little, character dancing on the stairs. Because, like, I do find horror games kind of, like, daunting. And I think sometimes it just helps to put some silly music on. And be happy. Or now would be so silly fun. I think so. I'm very nervous about the horror. Again, like, the fact that I've gone from Silent Hill 2 to SILKSONG to RE9. It's like, nothing but horror. Nothing but the horrors. Carmelita singing is better than her violently attacking me, but even that isn't so bad. It's kind of hard to not root for her. I don't know if I want to beat her. Okay, pretend I didn't say that. I kind of wish I hadn't. I'm just gonna heal there. Why not? Okay, that went, like, exceptionally well. Can we admit that? That was, like, such a clean enemy bullshit phase. God, she does so little wrong. She's basically perfect. I'm having a blast. I'm having so much fun. Shouldn't have said that. Things went wrong the second I said I was having fun. Shit. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, wow, okay. Well, that was my fault. I dashed a little close to the sun there. Ah, okay. I don't want to be bouncy anymore. I want to give up. What the hell was that in the context of? Because that's real. That's so real. That's a sentiment that it's hard not to get behind 24/7. 24/7, 365. I don't want to be bouncy anymore. I want to give up. God, 2022 was a good year for words, huh? Oh, yeah. Finishing my thought. So I did get access to my full quotes list recently. Because I needed it to, like, figure out what quotes... I was looking at quotes basically that weren't from me from 2025. And that required the full quotes list. But I didn't properly explore it, which is a shame. Because I think that would have been fun. Insane, by the way. I think I just had such a good initial round of that I truly don't know what to do with myself. Maybe I like that. Maybe I like feeling progressively better at that bullshit. Oh my god. This might be the best boss fight they've ever made. Please don't quote me on that, because, like, I guarantee I'm gonna stop thinking that the second it really dawns on me how many phases she has. I think I won't be feeling that way anymore. But right now, oh my god. How did they do this? Did they know? Did they know just how severely they were cooking? Did they know they were in the kitchen, cooking up a storm? I don't think they could have possibly known. Okay, she does combos now, that's cool. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Oh my god, she's insane. I don't even know what phase that is. I genuinely can't even count how, like, what phase that was. You probably could tell me the number of phases, and I wouldn't even be able to process in the moment what's going on. The amount of time you spent, like, full minutes on one mask in this fight, that is wild. I get so nervous on one mask, even when I have the charm where it, like, shatters on impact. That was third? Okay, that makes me feel... Oh no, okay. Okay, now I'm encountering the trouble of... Do I want to know how many phases there are? I don't think I want to know. Okay, I for real don't think I want to know. Because, for example, if I know that there are 3 phases... I think I'm going to get really annoyed with myself if I keep failing on that third phase. Alternatively, if you tell me there are 4 phases, then I think I'm going to feel a little disheartened that I'm actually not doing as good as I think. And if you tell me there are 5 phases, I might stop enjoying myself altogether, and I don't want that. So I'm simply not going to think about it. And if you tell me there are 6 phases, I don't know if there's any joy left in the world, to be honest. Especially because I'm now struggling with these guys. I'm not struggling, I'm just not on. I'm not trying. There are 30, this is the rest of the game. Believable, honestly. Oh my god. I'm doing bad, please believe me. It's because of the adrenaline. Yeah, okay. It's because of the adrenaline. You knew the phase and when you kept dying on the last hit. Yeah, see, I can imagine that feeling is bad. And this isn't my best work right now, I have to admit. I wonder what decides whether she, like, parries you. Not parries, like, just kills you, basically, is what I'm asking. Woo. I feel like I'm getting, like, insane muscle memory, and yet at the same time I feel like it's doing nothing. Okay, just gonna heal there. I do also think that it's truly baffling. Sorry, I've just seen like a mention of Growl. I don't even know what the context is, but I think it is truly baffling that they put Growl in the same game as this fight. Because, like, they clearly know what fun is and how to have it. Ooh. Oh, shit. Gonna heal there. Ooh, boy. She does 3? She does 3? Oh my god. Oh my god. Wasn't my best timing for anything there, but sometimes you do what you gotta do. Okay, well, I feel like my brain's melting, so that's cool. Oh my god! Oh my god! Does anyone know what stage I got to there? Was that also third? Does third phase just feel like that? That's crazy! That was 3! Why does phase 3 feel like it is like 3 phases within phase 3 and also all 3 of them are really hard? What if there were 90 phases? I think if there were 90 phases, I might not want to play this game. I feel like my... Okay, I don't even want to say. I don't even want to put a number to the number of phases that I would personally be, like, tolerating. But basically... okay, it would be nice if there were 3 phases, but if there are 4, I think I can live with that. If there are 5... I'm really trying not to think about that. 5 is only allowed if the 5th phase is like a victory round or something and she just doesn't do any damage somehow. Yeah, how did they put this and Growl in the same game? Did they make Growl, like... Did they have a phase where they hated their own game? And that's when they made Growl? Because I'd kind of believe that, actually. That Growl was made in like a... They were fed up of people asking when the game was going to be finished, so they made Growl. And they were like, oh yeah, they won't want the game to be finished anymore, now that we've added Growl. And they were right. Maybe it would have been better if this game wasn't finished, if Growl was the kind of thing they were going to add to it. I feel so powerful now doing phase 3. Phase 1? Phase 1. I definitely don't feel powerful doing phase 3. Phase 3 makes me feel actually very weak and tiny. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. I'm just gonna heal there, I think. God, sometimes it feels like, why is she blocking that? What did I do wrong? Ooh, boy. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, I'm not trying. Failure through forgetting to try. Any of the past 4 seconds of hits, by the way. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. This attempt may be over before it even really started. Which is cool. Oh my god. She's kicking my ass. She hates me. What did I ever do, Carmelita? Other than come into your dreamscape and try to kill you. What's wrong with that, hmm? Can't a bug try and make friends in this day and age? Can't a bug try and make a connection? Is Farloom truly so broken that I can't just try and get to know you the only way I know how? This is all she knows, okay? This is all Hornet knows. She was born fighting and she'll die fighting and she'll die fighting again. You're kind of a Growl appreciator. You think it's part being trapped there for 6 hours, but it's meant to be suffering and it really conveys his characterization and lore. I respect you. But I cannot stand with you on that trash. I feel like Growl is the only boss in the game that does feel hateful. Growl, Carmelita feels like they made acts 1, 2, and 3 in chronological order. And when they made act 1, it was 2016. Life was, when they started making act 1, 2016, life was beautiful. They were just so happy to be making another video game. Act 2, they were starting to get a little bit tired of people asking them where SILKSONG was. When they got to the end bit of Act 2, like, content, and they made Growl, I think that would have been, like, 2022, and they wanted us all to shut the fuck up. And then, like, 2023, 24 rolled around, and they were like, oh, wait. Life is beautiful, and that's when they made Act 3. He is hateful, that's his whole bit. It's the enemy rounds beforehand and during, I think. it's the lack of bench before the boss, you know? Like, I don't think this boss fight would be fun if you had to do platforming and an enemy gauntlet beforehand. Like, I know you have to do enemies, but they're not that bad. I just think the easiest way to make a fight not fun is everything they put in Growl. The exact sauce they put into Growl. And even if it, like, I'm sure it does feel purposeful, but I can't stand by it as a gameplay choice. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm kind of flailing. Oh my god, I'm like super flailing. No, I'm fine. I'm cool. Oh! No, I'm not. Also, did I see Trash say earlier that these guys like used to do double body contact damage? Because I do think that's insane. Okay. Let's just heal. Not happy going into this without full health, but I'll live. Okay, just gonna heal there, I think. Oh boy! Oh boy! Am I trying? I don't know if I'm trying this round. Like, I'm trying, but you know. My heart just isn't in it. I think I feel bad about trying to kill this poor lady who just wants to live her beautiful memories of how wonderful and amazing she is. Okay, I'm gonna heal now. Oh my god, sorry. That was for real. I did just like dash into her 2 times there. There. Ah! Bad attempt to heal. Attempt to heal so bad that I came out of it with less health. Okay. Oh! Okay. I'm locked in. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I gave up there. I don't know what happened to me, but it was bad. Okay. Ah! Ah! I'm going insane. Ooh. Shit. No way. Wait. I kind of wanted that to last a little longer. Wait, I would have been happy if that had lasted like another like 30 seconds. How we hunted, how we sang, my children, I saw you glorious. Jesus Christ. Diva defeats Skarsing and Carmelita. That was fun. If that is like, that felt so fun. Hey Mello, you should consider clipping around here if your heart so desires. Maybe I will. No, my Carmelita. I'm sorry I killed her, gang. She was just too good. And by she was just too good, I mean I was just too good. Obtain the hunter's heart. I hope this hasn't pissed off the ants, by the way. I hope the ants aren't too pissed off. Hold on, should I be able to go over there? If I was an ant, I would be a little pissed off right now. You had an 18 with the final 2 gods of the enemy rush. See, I don't think I could beat you. That feels unfair. That feels mean. I can beat up Carmelita, but it does just feel unfair to beat up people. So maybe I shouldn't. If I were put in farmland and weren't an ant, I'd just wear a red and no one noticed. Sometimes I feel like that's what Hornet did. See, I know this isn't true, but like, there's a part of me that feels like I'll never truly struggle with this game ever again, because that fight feels like it redefined what struggling is. And that's actually my theory for why that guy is here, because like, after you fight Carmelita, it's like, eh, whatever. Yeah, okay, that's not anything. Whew. Damn it, I missed it. I went to grab food. Cause I'm sorry. I wish as well that it had lasted longer. I was having a great time. That's what happened to me until the final boss. Yeah, shit, because you went from this to Seth. No wonder you were like, oh, wish Seth lasted longer. Am I missing something about what to do around here? Probably not. Okay, I'm just gonna bench. And honestly, I don't think I'm gonna swap out my tools. I will a little actually. I think maybe reserve bind would be helpful now that I'm going around scary territory. Also, hello A-Team, how are you doing? I don't think I mentioned. I saw that you were here, but I was so locked in to that fight. It was actually crazy. You beat your second playthrough and you beat the final boss first try, and you were very confused. Damn, you just had the sauce in you. That is crazy work. So, I feel bad saying this, because I feel bad accidentally having spoiled this. But as I say, I've been having a second save of this game where I've been trying to beat like 100% in under 30 hours. And because of that, I am aware that there is more map on the right. I've really not looked to, like, I've tried so hard not to look at it, but Not because I'm that far in the game, by the way, I should stress that. Because I've been using, like, the map genie to, like, keep track of what I've been able to do. So, I haven't been looking closely at it, but my understanding was that there was either an area, like, here or an area over here. And I kind of thought that I was gonna unlock it by doing stuff here. So either I've missed something, or it isn't over here where I thought it was. Like, I can't get into the area I'm thinking of via Farfields. Which is intriguing. You didn't even have the final needle upgrade? You were very confused. Even your partner was like, oh, that's it? That's crazy. Without the final needle upgrade is ridiculous. Also, her! What is this? Why is there an enemy that I haven't fought? Anyway, Song Queen of the Scar and their most talented warrior. This graceful ruler once possessed skill to rival my own. At her youthful peak, her voice united all Scar in her service. She was great. God, we really desperately need, I love this guy. We really desperately need, like, a pantheon, I think, for this game. Also, I say I love this guy. In my second save, I died to this boss about 4 times in a row and for real gave up, and decided to go back to it later. There might be something to do with the crawls. Interesting. I think I'm gonna leave this area as well. I think I've decided. I don't feel like staying here. You completely forgot your second play. How to trigger that? They still can't remember it. Thing with the crawls? I also, okay, so there's a part of me that kind of just wants to explore the world a little to see if there's, like, to see what I've missed. Or to see if there's any, like, new stuff. But I also don't want to. You know? We all get it. I want to explore, but I also deeply do not. Simple as that, really. Also, hello Thievery, how are you doing? Okay. God, Deep Dogs really does just keep making the sound of there being a surprise. I know Miller has the requisites for one thing there, but the other thing I had hell triggering my playthrough. Had to do so much research because it was really unclear. Interesting. Maybe I'll leave that for now then. But I do feel like I should explore a little. I kind of feel like going back to Bone Bottom. We beat the hot dancer bug lady. She has such a nice dress. I just like... Hold on, we need to see... Let's all look at it again. Look at that. That's such a nice dress. I know it's not. Like, I think that's not a dress. I think that's just her because she's a bug. But actually, it might be a dress. It could be. It looks kind of fabric coated. It's kind of fabric core. You're busy listening to Carmelita's song. Very valid. Nobody can blame you for that. Okay. I've definitely given myself a false sense of, like, skill. Like, something about beating Carmelita just makes a person feel a bit too brave for my own liking. Yeah, let's just run around a bit. Let's just run around. Let's go see what's going on in the world. I don't think there's any point checking on the shamans again. I'm sure I've been up here, just in, like, the grander context of having explored. Because this would lead me into wormways. Which I don't know if I want to do. Why is it so blue? Oh my god. Fuck no! I'm leaving! Bye! See ya! Why would I ever do that to myself? Why would I ever do that to myself? That sounds insane to me. I'm not going there! You can't make me! Whoa, wait. Okay. Just gonna heal a little there. Okay, that wasn't too bad. And money time. Fucking hell. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up with Twitch chat. I feel like I just explored, but in a way that, like, shut my brain off completely. Everything's currently a lot, but you said a personal best running 1K today, so we move? Hell yeah! Hey, congrats. Like, a personal best in terms of, like, doing the full 1K, or, like, time-wise. Running from one of the most hellish things, so mad respectful. Running, like... I used to like running, but I had really bad stamina. And also sometimes I found, like, the feeling of running, like... Does anyone else have dreams where it's like... You know how people have nightmares that are of, like, a certain cookie cutter style? Like, the nightmare where your teeth fall out. Ooh, I've never had nightmare where my teeth fall out. But what I have had is, like, nightmare where I'm running, and it feels like I'm not running away from anything, I'm just running. But physically, I feel so agonizingly slow. And I so desperately feel myself want to run faster, and I just physically can't. So as far as nightmares go, it's not that bad. 4 minutes 22? Hell yeah. That's really good. 1K takes me a good 10 minutes. So that pace scares me. You frighten me, Thievery. That blue stuff does look familiar, and I don't want to think about it too hard. For real, I might never go back to Wormways. I don't like how blue it is there. Leaves me feeling unsettled. I don't respect blue. Okay, yeah, let's just keep exploring. My dreams are weird that I'm generally very powerful. Once I accidentally blocked out the sun and plunged the world into darkness. Johan, that was you? Johan, that wasn't a dream. That happened. We've been trying to figure out who did that. And you're telling me it was you the whole time? Come on, that's fucked up. You can't just admit to doing that. Hold on, do you think I can get up, like, if I go here? Nice, the answer was yes. Oh wait, this is the secret I recently did. And learned that I should have been, like, I should have gotten this way sooner. I guess maybe the easier way to get it then is through the flying ability. That's cool. I don't have that because I run like someone is behind me with a gun and find that enjoyable. Hey, you got pace. You got speed. That's what we all dream of, really. Running with strength and fervor. Oh, you bastard. Oh, I hate it when I hit them like a couple times and then they turn evil. Because it feels like I should have killed them faster. And then I blame myself for not being a faster murderer. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I feel like I'm just kind of like vaguely looking. The sun was in my eye, so I put my hand in front of it and it was gone. And you're bragging about that? Wow. Wow. Real mature for doing that. And plunging the world into darkness. It hasn't been warm in months, Johan. It's rained in the UK somewhere every day since the 1st of January. And you're telling me that's because of you? You gotta knock this off. Incrementally increasing your speed in a treadmill by like 0.5 every 30 seconds to sprinting is shit you do for fun and enjoyment. Hey, honestly, that sounds fun. I really like the like when I've had maybe 3 years ago like a good running day and I would go on a treadmill and like put it at like a high speed. It feels really nice to just run. It feels really good. I just have perhaps one of the lowest staminas a person could possibly have. And they tested that. I'm not even guessing. That's just a fact. Fun fact about me. I can barely breathe. Scientists say it's impressive that I'm still here. Building up speed is so ass when running though. So I get you, I'm just impatient and sadistic. Hey, that's fair. If it's working, like if it's giving you speed, hell yeah. Nice. That's what it's all about, going fast. Oh, boy. Evil. Evil bug. Bug that I hate. Oh boy. Why is everyone evil here? Fuck, 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 fuck. Okay. I am actually near a bench, so I think I'm just gonna take advantage of that. Have I checked in with you? I think I have. You're fine. Yeah, you're fine. And I'm in your soup. Norway stealing all our sun. Oh, maybe that's what happened then. It wasn't actually like blocking out the sun. It was simply that the sun got moved. Has this been here the whole time? What is this? Oh, I guess this kind of vaguely indicates where the bellway is. That's cool. I'm totally run like the police are after me. I think it's the best way to run, right? If you run, you need to be prepared that you could run in the most dire of circumstances. You can't just run casually. You do have to run brave. Swimming I enjoy. I haven't always. Enjoying swimming is definitely more of a thing of like the past 3 years? But I've definitely been enjoying it. I don't go as often as I like, but I struggle with swimming in the winter because it's like... It's really hard to want to be cold and to be in the cold. Normally I quite like being warm, actually. I don't know where I'm going. Swimming is fun. Swimming's the best. Swimming. Nice. I love a good nature walk where I obsessively take photos of hundreds of plants. A walk is really fun. I've been enjoying recently walking around my neighborhood and looking at everyone's houses. and making judgments on whether I like their houses or not. Like, oh, I like what they did with their blinds. Oh, I don't like what they did with their blinds. You know, that kind of thing. So I don't like that. I do not like that at all. Why is that like that? Anyway, let's just leave and not think too hard about it. I've been walking around my neighborhood, like, looking at people's houses, and I've actually been listening to, Imaginal Disc, like, on repeat. I've listened to so much Imaginal Disc in the past week. I find it funny to think about things that are commonplace in media and games that we just don't do, like jumping. I wish I could jump more. I think jumping sounds like a fun use of my time. I think it would make me a healthier person if I jumped more. Also, I really miss skateboarding, but I currently don't have a board I fit on, because all I have is my penny board when I was 15 that barely fits one foot on it. Is that the board that I think I have, like, a video of Trash, like, in a, like, class at school, just wheeling back and forth on the floor on that skateboard. You know, good times. They used to let us wheel. We used to be a real country. I'm just trying to see if anything, like, if there's anything interesting here. The answer is no. That's fine. Thievery works at the Mario Pipe Factory. You have to test them, and they do make you test them by jumping in from great heights. That is a true fact. Oh, ow. Okay. I'm gonna heal at this bench. And then I'm just gonna keep exploring. I feel like I could probably be exploring in a slightly more targeted way than what I'm doing, but that's okay. Sometimes it's okay to explore purely out of whimsy. This is why exploring sucks, actually. Because everything is evil. Oh, I could have sworn that. Anyway, it didn't. We're fine. You ran 5 kilometers in 23 minutes, then did a full body workout today and your back is still fucked. I don't think I'm right in my... Hey, I bet the adrenaline is feeling great right now. The adrenaline of going on like a 5K run. Hell yeah. Ah, whatever. You don't scare me, big guy. Nothing scares me. Nothing at all. Probably some things, but, you know. You got the seeing Magdalena be alive curse? I think I do. Because now I just want to listen to them all the time. There's a chance we reach 2,000 quotes this year. I actually think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. When did I start quotes again? Quotes started, I think, at the beginning of 2023. So I think we do actually average about 500 quotes a year. Okay. I'm just gonna buy a couple more of these. Am I going around the one thing in the mirror? Can you tell me where it is? I can just go there. Because, like, I kind of want to naturally explore. I also kind of don't. Ooh! Gilead Farfields. A huge red shell stole my precious keepsake and disappeared into the fields. Please chase down the thief and recover my treasure. Okay. I guess if I have to go back there. I do like Gilly, so I suppose I must. Oh, it's where the flea caravan was. Okay, so... Is that there? There? Okay, we can go back to the station and then go from there. See what we find. Any other form of parties on Friday, living my best life, keeping the voices at bay. Hey, you're staying fully adrenalized, and that's the way to be. I went on like a 10-minute walk today, and I'm feeling very low on adrenaline, Thievery. I could do with some of your running. I swear, I just want the weather to be like slightly better. I'm a big old baby. I can't do anything when it's slightly cold outside. The weather needs to be better. I also I really did look into whether there was a feasible yoga or Pilates class near me, and I just struggled to find something appropriately priced and at a geographical distance that I would actually do. Oh great, okay, you're evil, that's cool. Whew. Like, the cheapest ones I could find were, like, the kind of... I would have had to walk. Wait, I know where I'm going. I think I know where I'm going. I think I go this way. Oh my god. That's the worst one to get infected with evil. In my opinion. Oh! Flick! Of course you'd be one to survive all this, capable as you seem. It's a sad thing, but I can't say most folk down here fared so fortunate. And our once fine camp below ain't no longer safe, all crushed and consumed by this black calamity. Nowhere is safe. But I'm glad you few remain. Now I shall work to fix this as best as I'm able. Calming our raging world, that's a lofty goal, miss. I'm not thinking any one bug I'd be able to stop these happenings, but it's heartening knowing you've got fire to feel different. Rest here with us as long as you like. A little company is about the best thing we're wishing for now. Wait, it's new Bone Bottom. All of my friends are here. All friend. Let me catch up with Twitch chat as well. There's a couple things that I know I saw and had like a brain response. Trash saying the way I was begging you to listen to Imagine Disc for literal years. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm really bad at actually listening to music suggestions. And I think that's why a concert works really well for me. Because then I have to listen. because then it's an activity to stand in a room and listen to the music. And I think that really helps. Basically, if there is an artist anyone wants me to get into, just send me to their concert. Just tell me to go, and I'll go. You hate how grey it is. Me too. Me too, Corvus. I had about 20 minutes of sun today, and with where my window is, basically I get sun from this window, like the window behind the camera. I get sun in the afternoon. So like around lunchtime, I had a beautiful like warmth of the sun shining onto my face, and it filled me with legitimate joy. I hate winter. I hate it. It feels bad. It feels wrong. But yeah, at least it's getting a little lighter in the day. Trash had to skip yoga this week, so throwing up. Oh, and then you're skipping next week with work, and then the week after your yoga instructor is off? Shit, yeah, I guess you have a kind of yoga-less February. That is rough. Are there any things you can do, like self-instruction yoga? Like, I imagine they go through a routine fairly often. Like, even if you just did it one of the weeks where you can, to feel like you get to do it. You've gotten so much sunlight the past month and a half, you don't think seasonal depression has touched you once this winter? Hey, I mean, I'm glad for you. Can you share that with us? Are you sure you wouldn't miss, like a teensy-weensy little bit of sun? Hand it over. Come on. Just like a little. We don't ask for a lot here in the UK. We just kind of want, like, to feel a bit of joy. Briefly. This winter has been really bad. This has felt like the most sad winter. And just because of the weather. The weather, the light, the vibes of the outdoors have just been really miserable in the UK, I think, in 2026 so far. Oh wow, the tables have turned. The sun is still so low it barely touches the ground, but you can catch it at certain angles. Hey, that sounds good to me. Some angles is better than no angles. You don't really like any of the seasons in the UK, not ideal. I like the summer. I do think it's a little fucked up in the UK that you get one of two summers. You either get a really mild summer that is half spring and then half autumn, and it kind of summer never really happens, or you get like a summer where every 2 weeks you have 3 days of the most intense boiling heat, and then it goes back to being like normal. But respectfully, I love the warmth so much, that like, bring it on. You can practice composers at home, it's just having the discipline to do outside of scheduled classes. Yeah, that's fair. I'd be the same. That's why, like, if in the next 3 weeks that you can't really do the classes, if there's even one time that it pops into your head and you go, okay, yeah, go on, I'll do it now. Better than nothing. It's hard when there's not, like, a scheduled class. I'm thinking of trying to... So the other week... I know I'm really, really, like, deviating from playing the game right now. I'm gonna go back to it in a minute, I swear. The other week, I was realizing that part of why I haven't been swimming is because I don't want to walk to the pool. And I decided that, like, the best way to make it feel like it was worth my while was to specifically walk to the pool, go swimming, and have dinner plans on the walk back. So basically I just planned to, like, me and my boyfriend on the walk back, we went and got dinner. And it sounds so silly, but it made it so much easier to do. Because it was like, okay, we have to go swimming because that's how we eat today. It was like, we have to go because after we've swam, we can eat food. And it was really good. I had a really good, like, spicy veggie burger. I had a nice cold beer after the pool. It didn't make it, like, the healthiest experience, I guess. I guess if the best way to personally motivate myself to go swimming is by rewarding myself with a burger and a beer afterwards. But it was more about the moving. It was about getting movement in my body. And honestly, I think I'll do it again. If every other week I go swimming once and just go out for dinner afterwards, and that's what I have to do, okay, go on. Oh no. Very much a colder joy. I've gotten better with the heat though. I'm very much the opposite, but I also know that that's just because I run very cold. So basically from December to February, at any given moment, my extremities are frozen. I can wear socks all day, and the second I take the socks off, my feet are like ice. It's ridiculous. I kind of need the heat. I feel like my body generates negative heat, also known as cold. And I kind of need so much external sunlight to feel any internal warmth. We already have our historical artifacts held captive by Denmark, not our son as well. I don't make the rules. Was it a bean burger? I miss bean burgers. It was... I want to say it was a bean and mushroom burger, which was really good. You don't see bean burgers as much anymore. Bean burgers were like prime vegetarian food once upon a time. Look what they took away from us. Now it's all fake actual meat protein, which is also yummy. But like bean burgers, come on. A good spicy bean burger with like a little hot sauce. Maybe some sweet chili instead. Mmm, yum. Delicious. I also want to go back to First Shrine. So I'm curious if, like, my actions in the world have led things to change. Which may be true, may also not be true. We'll see. You run very hot, so heat's actually hell. Extremely pale and I burn instantly. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. See, to me, it feels like... I feel like if you run... Whether you run hot or cold fully determines which season you're happy with. If you run cold, winter is like triple the misery. Because I basically have permanent chilblains for like 3 months. But if you run warm, I can see why the summer sucks. It's just, okay, imagine running cold. Imagine that only on the hottest days in the summer do you feel like uncomfortably hot. Running cold in the UK means that there's maybe at best 2 days in the whole year that you're uncomfortably hot. And at best there's maybe like a month's worth of days where your skin feels alive. My skin feels and frequently looks deceased most of the time. If we're no longer pilgrims, what are we? Little guys. My friends. 'Tis now my charge to care for those who stay here, including yourself. If I can aid you in any way, please let me know. Okay, no change there, that's fine. Sister, you've seen him out there, our new champion, that golden knight stalking the citadel's crumbling halls. Tall, righteous bug, not much for conversing, still I'd be long dead if not for their appearance. And I ain't the only one. Others have spoken of the knight's timely deeds and rare bravery. We're desperate for any protection we can get, and that gleaming champion's been offering their aid almost as much as yourself. Is that our friend? Is that the sentinel? Intriguing. I wonder if there's anything I can spend my money on at this point. I'm just so scared of exploring the Citadel. Hold on, okay. I'm very curious about who's in this room. So even though I'm probably going to live to regret this, I am going to go check out that room. The only thing I don't enjoy about the cold is the recent development of cold making my shoulder and neck pain act up, which does make me feel ancient. Yeah, that's the thing. Cold makes your bones hurt. Cold bad, warm good. Oh, shut up. I knew I would regret this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Singing skills up there with Carmelita. Yeah, that was truly beautiful. Was it just them? For real, it wasn't even anything interesting. It was just if you go in this room, there's another enemy arena. Yeah, that's so cool. Is there anything? Am I missing something about why I would do that? interesting. Okay. I guess the reason I would do that is to suffer. And I guess that worked, so... Oh my god. Oh my god! What just happened to me? Team Terry just tried to redo every arena in the game. That sucks! Why? Also, I don't want to do this. I'm leaving. I am leaving. We were in a union with Denmark for nearly 400 years. They stole a lot of stuff from us during it. This is why you never union with anyone. This is why we shouldn't unionize. Repeat after me, everyone. Don't unionize. Don't join a union. I'm sorry. I don't mean that even slightly. If you guys know what a Heimskringla is, I probably butchered that. Sorry, probably. I did butcher that. They are literally holding one of the only documents with Heimskringla written down hostage. That sucks. It's like, come on, guys. We all historically stole some stuff from other countries to put in museums. We've all been there. It's not embarrassing if you just, like, give it back. It's only embarrassing if you hold on to it. It's like, you know when you're a kid and you lend someone, like, a DS game and they don't give it back? And then they lie and they're like, oh no, the copy I've got of that DS game is my copy. I've always had that. And it's like, shut up, just give it back. Grow up, stop it. It's like that, exactly. Yeah, we can have a little mellow moment. That's definitely what that was. Ugh. I just kind of don't want to explore. Okay, okay. I know that there's something I missed here. Even if it's technically kind of cheating to know that. So, I think, despite perhaps all of my thoughts telling me not to do this, I think I'm gonna take myself to bile water like an idiot. I personally own 4 copies of the original Epic of Gilgamesh in my cupboard, but you don't see me giving it back. Some things are worth keeping. Oh, I hate bile water. I hate bile. I hate water. It's just occurred to me to check on the, like, phantom area. That could be fun. It might also not be fun. I guess we'll see. See, I'm doing this, but like I definitely hope and pray in my heart that there's nothing here. Hold on. Okay, so there is just like a little hole in the ceiling, but it is also at the same time utterly nothing. Ow! Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. I might want some hints. Yeah, that's definitely a temptation I'm feeling. This is just where there was a flea. Oh shit, that isn't even where there's a flea. This is like leaving. Okay, well I'm not doing that. Bye. See ya. My favorite is water, Andy. I just like sparkling water more. In all senses. In all possible ways, I prefer sparkling water. Also, there's probably just way better ways to leave here, but whatever, this is what I've committed to now. Yeah, it's like, I don't want to know what the hidden secrets are, but I also don't want to have to run around literally everywhere looking for them. Who's a sparkling water freak? Yeah, proudly. Proudly. I wouldn't change that fact about myself, even if I could. Even if I could become a sparkling water hater spontaneously overnight, yeah, I wouldn't change that. Okay. Yeah. Realizing how short the run is between Grand Bellway and Water Bellway. Yeah, I guess in theory it's only sort of heading round and down. Okay. A very secret hints list. Your guide's up for doing most Act 3 exploration. Yeah, I just feel like it makes sense. Oh, whatever. Oh my god. I hate these guys so much. It's not even funny. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, okay. Everyone's coming out to play. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know how I missed this the first time round. I don't know how I missed this. I just never even tried. Sorry, this is, again, something I accidentally spoiled myself for. And I didn't mean to, but I did accidentally spoil this by looking at the map. Scary. Okay. Oh. Interesting. I didn't expect it to go all the way over here. Impressive as it's very prominently featured in Best of 2025. Yeah, I just, listen, so many people hate sparkling water that I kind of just wanted it on record that you like sparkling water. It's to kind of like, it's to, you know, provide myself with the extra credibility of there being other people in the world who like the same things as me. Sister Spider sat between salt and stone, build those tools of brilliant mind imagined, aid us when our silk has waned. Interesting. I wonder if it's just lore. Salt like the sea. See, I think I understand what that means perfectly, but if someone wanted to elaborate on the meaning of those words, I think that would be cool. Like Sea of Sorrows. That's the DLC name, right? I'm not, like, messing something up. Oh. Okay. Is that all that's here? Just the tool? complaining too much, but that does... I did kind of expect more. Well, I'm committing to leaving now. Yeah, I love Wreath of Purity. In my my other save, where I'm trying to beat the game fast, I did specifically go get Wreath of Purity. Like, I actually haven't done Vial of Water, and I haven't done Growl, because I dread the day I have to do it. I think I might genuinely do Growl as last as physically possible. Yeah, okay, that kind of looks like everything over there. Okay. Remains of an ancient weaver implement, broken and inoperable. A craft bug of high skill may be able to repair it. Okay. Immediate thoughts. A craft bug? Oh! Maybe Forge Daughter. I was actually gonna say, maybe Flick, but I don't think he is the vibe. You know, Flick is the vibe, but I don't think he's the vibe for specifically what I want right now. Basically, you think Sea of Sorrows is going to be off to the side of Vialwater. And also dialogue from Alchemist Zealopal, where he says they got the plasmium from the salt-stricken lands on the border of the kingdom. I guess that would make sense. There's like a lot of water off to this right side. And obviously, over here, and then also over here, there's clean water. So that would make sense. There's actually 3 variants of this tool fix, but you can only access 2. Oh shit, okay. Okay, well I'm gonna do this one because it's the one that I've consciously comprehended. Oh god, is it gonna make me do this arena again? No, it isn't, because I can get to the Forge Daughter without doing that arena. You're still alive. You've proved yourself made of the hardiest stuff, Pointy Bug. Ballo did tell shamefully of complications with your diving bell and of your absence upon its retrieval. Oh, they did retrieve it. Okay. He'd feared you lost to the flame, but we ourselves had slight guessed otherwise. To return from below proved as difficult a climb as ever I have faced, and yet in time near I will need to descend again. Then twice mad you are, Bug, or brave beyond measure. We shall wish on your continued survival, even if you seem intent on ending it. Go on, I'll buy a shard bundle while I'm here. Stay safe, Forge Daughter. I shall return. Forge Daughter, I've returned immediately. Within an old weaver nest, I discovered a weapon. Though much damaged by age, I believe your skills could see it removed. An impressive tool, that, and a fine challenge. We can reforge the weapon if the price fits. Silkshot, a weapon from a long distant past. We can combine it with weaver components with our own moldings. Okay, in that case, if there are 3 fixed variants and they're all slightly different, you don't have to... So Architect is 1 and is dead. Forge Daughter is 1. I think I have a feeling about the other one. Is the other way I can improve it better? Because I think I know what it is. It's probably the best one. Away. Okay. Basically what I'm asking is, do I want Forge Daughter's tool? Or do I want to, if I think it's the other one, should I do the other one? The other one is agreed to be the best. Okay. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I think it is. Because when I was doing Mount Fae in my other playthrough, I fell into a room with a bench. And I feel like... Okay, one of 2 things happened. Either in that room it said something like, this room is used to do things. Or, and this is actually more likely before you all say I'm smart, or when I found the room, I checked the map, genie map, and I saw that there was a tool in there. I think that's what happened. I think I saw a tool in this room. And I think I just assumed, because I was trying not to look at the genie map and get spoiled. So I think I must have looked at this room, seen that there was a tool, and then not paid too much attention to it. But I feel like it would be that. But I can't remember exactly where it is. I want to say it's like here or something. And we have the Pinstress fight as well. So it kind of sounds like that's where I'm going. Stormwood side of Mount Fae. I think that's the left side. And if the game is kind, it'll be near a bench, so could be like here. And I have Mr. Mushroom. Yeah, but I have to do those in order, right? Like I'd have to do... Okay, hold on. Let me take a picture of this and then let me go through the map to like see if I think I know where everything is. So, under Chapel Fall into Monarch's Might. That's pretty easy. I think that's the ruined chapel where the snails are. Over Camp Collapsed to the Black Thread Plight. I think would just be Bone Bottom. Scorched Field on Edge. Shells black and burned. See, that's where I get confused. So on one hand, it could be this because we literally just went back there and there was the black shell of the Crimcher. But equally, Scorched Field on Edge makes me think it's Farfield and that it's probably more likely here because of it being a boss fight. Up Tower Spinning near the Surgeon Spurned. Because then it would take me up through Farfields, over to the Surgeon, and then I think it wants me to run Cage of One Who Raged Against the Silken Light. Then I think it wants me to go all the way up to the slab, which is a really weird next thing to do. But yeah, I think it wants me to go to here. And then Full Heart of Frost, who soars on high. That's like obviously up there. And then it says past Cradle's Peak last test of fitness, which I again think is this spot. So I feel like I wouldn't want to do the mushroom quest unless I felt really confident of the order in which I was going. I know which keywords are more important. Okay, how about I say what I think the order is exactly, and you can either say yes or no. So, I think it's Ruined Chapel, followed by Old Bone Bottom Camp, followed by Old Fourth Chorus Fight, followed by just like vaguely this area. Followed by First Sinner, followed by very top of Mount Fae, followed by whatever the fuck is going on over here. You got some of them? Oh my god, don't say that. I was confident that I had like all of them. Yes, close enough. Okay, I'm guessing close enough means that, like, on the way to Fourth Chorus, I would probably go through where I need to go. Scorched Field on Edge. Is it as literal as it's just this area because it's the place where it's the field, but it's also the fire? Because that's vaguely infuriating. Okay, let's mark that with red. So it's down here, then it's Bone Bottom. Think more edge of field. I feel like that could be literally any of this. Shell's black and burned. Don't tell me it means Hunter's March because they've gone from red to black. Concerning. Okay, I'm just gonna pop that there for now while I assume. Near the Surgeon's Spurned. Is there a place called something Edge that I've like completely forgotten about? Just more edge. Like here? This is making me feel like I don't know what the word edge actually means. Which is confusing. Cage. Silken Lie. Fell Hot Frost. Here we go. Past Cradle's Peak. Last test of fitness. Up here. Oh, where the Weavers were fleeing from? Oh, damn. Okay. It wants edge, huh? It wants edge. God damn. Okay. I'm assuming I'll know that I've got it right? Like, I'm assuming there'll be some sort of sign. Like, there'll be, like, a mushroom trail. And it won't just be, you know, fuck you. Fuck you. Hope you got it right. Wait, hold on. I don't need Wreath of Purity. I can live without that. He will be there, and he's pretty loud. Oh, damn! Okay. Well, as long as I get to see him. Sounds good to me. Okay. I think I'm gonna take myself to a station. And I'm gonna walk to it for fun, for old time's sake. And then I think I'm gonna take myself to the slab. But I don't think I'm gonna stream for much longer today. I feel like I hit a decent milestone with beating Carmelita. And I think I know what I want to do next stream. I think next stream I want to try and find Pinstress. Try and go up here for what I think is the tool thing. Oh, I'm lying. I like Mount Faye. I kind of want to see if I can... I kind of want to see if I can at least get to a bench. Let's see how this goes. I'll also stop looking at the... Okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay. And then I think I just go up. Oh my god. Evil, evil void Crimcher. Thievery, get some rest. Thank you for hanging out. But yes, get some sleep. It really won't be long until I end stream, I think. It feels like it's time. You do have to do mushroom quest in order. That's fine. That's fine. I just don't... I think I would rather do the mushroom quest not spread out between other things. Like, once I've started it, basically, I just want to go to each location, and that's only what I want to do. So I kind of feel like doing Mount Faye, like, separate from that, and also as well. I can't even get out this way, can I? Well, that's evil. God, this place is such a maze. Hold on, I'm being really stupid. It's literally just left of the station. I don't know why I'm trying to explore. I wonder if I feel the same way I do when you finish a SILKSONG, and then I was playing it for my pod and I completed it and now I feel that emptiness. As in, you feel like you're missing it. Because that's what I feel. You're thinking you'd like to do Mount Faye as little as possible, so saving all things for one run. Whereas I feel like I love Mount Faye. Okay. Let's track the pinstress. I did Mount Faye, on my other playthrough, first try, and I feel really proud of myself for that. How come they're evil? That just doesn't seem fair. Where am I going? No, I vaguely remember. There's like a bench up here, right? Yeah, there's a bench up here. Out of curiosity, where is she? She's kind of where I'm going anyway. Wait, yeah, I kind of have to go down here, don't I? Yeah, it's actually mandatory. God, it's so much easier with double jump. Hold on, ignoring that for now. We're just gonna ignore that for the time being. I kind of feel like climbing to get to the area where I think the tool repair is. Oh fuck. Brutal. Listen, I'll get to her when I get to her, okay? I'll get to her when I get to her. I feel like saying hello to my little friend. Hello. Yeah, here it is. An old rune displaying the design for a weaver weapon. Maybe I did think of this with my own brain then. Repair the rune tool, yes. Maybe I did. There is a message that says something weaver weapon. Silk shot. Use shell canister and the wield his own silk. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Let's let my silk fill up. And then let's put that on. Oh shit. She gets 2 guns? She has a money gun and another gun? Now that just seems unfair, if you ask me. Oh, you fixed the tool during Act 2 and did it while doing Mask Maker delivery. That's smart. I wish I had done Mask Maker delivery during Act 2. Deeply I wish that for myself. But I didn't, so I suffer. This is like... That bench up top actually might just be the quicker bench. Hold on. If she's dead... Oh, she's not dead. She's actually not dead. Needlebug, who else would wake a pinstress with such force? So my wish, I'm guessing, here hoping to fulfill it. I know what you're seeking, pinstress. A death duel. An end from battle, not tavern's collapse. I can oblige to a point, but a greater challenge still awaits me below. Whatever else you're about, you might be finding it futile now, Needlebug. The Black Quakes volume's finale arrives. So let's stop the yapping. How about we begin? Let's see at least one of us end true to our nature. I'm gonna give this one try. Okay, why is she flying? Does she not want to fight me? Also, my hands are sweating so much doing this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You just be Carmelita, you'll be fine. I don't know. That was hard. Wait, what if I give it one more try? I found that difficult. Oh yeah, reserve bind. I do forget about reserve bind a lot. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, she's crazy. Ooh, ooh, interesting. Oh my god, wait. 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 Wait, wait, wait. No! I didn't mean it! I didn't mean to run off! Hold on, let me try again! I didn't mean it! I fell! Oh my god. Why do I find her so hard to hit? Maybe that's the point, but still. If that is the point, I don't have to like it. Oh my god. Can she do the thing? My hands are like really sweating doing this. Fucking hell. Hydrate or dehydrate? I will. Thank you. Can I just like cheese this with tools? It's kind of what I feel like doing. Let's swap that out for poison, and let's swap that out for like, I don't know. Actually tax could be good here. It's been a while since I've used tax. Let's cheat. It's not cheating if it makes my life easier. Okay, let's wake her up. This is rank 27th. That is pretty low. I'm willing to believe that's your lowest boss in Act 3. Ah. Just gonna heal. Oh god, I didn't need to heal that second time, but that's fine. Okay. Is insane. Hey, question. Why is this lasting the longest anything has ever lasted? Fucking hell, okay. Thank you, cogflies. Thank you, cheating. Bested fair, and yet you choose to stay the killing blow. I can test you, Pinstress, and myself for what's to come, but I will not cut you down. Despite its quakes, Folium's demise is not as certain as it seems. I shall act to change that fate. If I succeed at my task, the land that remains will require the watch of strong bugs like you. Light new inspiration, making me seem a right fool here thinking only on the end while you're looking for a future fair. Since you've beaten me twice, Needlebug, both my pin's edge and my heart's resolve. Facial result to defeat Pinterest. Oh, okay, shit. For your talents, Needlebug, in blade and strength. Take this emblem in my order. Hadn't ever thought another would be joining our slim ranks, but you're as deserving a member as ever come before. Pin badge? Fuck, that's a tool, so that's required for 100%ing the game. That's kind of annoying. It's wild how much trouble I have with this fight. I can see why. She was honestly kind of tanky. Supposedly there's a gleaming secret hidden at this mountain's core, meant to be a marvel, or so my sister's past once told. A giant cavern all of crystal. If you're hanging around these heights and time's allowing, maybe you'll get to seeking it. You'd first have to find the entrance, but you've certainly shown the skills to wriggle up in there, provided you're so inclined. Would that be something filling this big old gap? Maybe I'll go down to the lower bench. Ow! Maybe I'll get myself hurt. There are 3 bosses below her that I haven't fought. Oh, there's only 2? Wait, in the whole game, you mean? Oh, no, Cogfly, we don't need to kill them. They help us. Interesting. Reduces charge time of Needle Strike. Okay. Okay, wait, hold on. Before I shit on it, how much quicker does it take? okay. I mean, I mean, it's not great, is it? It's kind of fine. But okay, sure. Act 3's optional bosses are kind of hit or miss. Yeah, that's reasonable. That's very reasonable. I feel like, it's not like I think Act 3 is an afterthought, because that's not even slightly true, but it definitely does feel like when I remember Trash describing it as being like post-game, and I remember thinking that's wild, because it seems like so much of the game is behind Act 3, and so much of the game, like so many endings and like achievements are in Act 3. So it's like, how could it be a post-game? But it kind of does feel like it. Like Act 3 requires you to have done basically everything in Acts 1 and 2. And so you kind of have to have seen the rest of the game before you can get to it. So I do kind of get it, but it's like, eh. I think this is probably where I'm going to end the stream. Also, actually, 56 of 57 tools. What is my missing tool? Oh, shit. No, I have all tools. I have all tools. I guess I'm missing one silk skill. That's concerning. You literally have to credits roll to get to Act 3. Yeah, I guess. But also, you know, you can have credits roll in Act 2 and still not have seen everything. But I guess you are right that literally to get into Act 3, credits roll, and then you have to, like, reopen your save. It's your second favorite silk skill. Interesting. Is your number 1 Threadstorm? I really like Silk Spear. I'm such a sucker for, like, that kind of attack. I have seen people use Sharp Dart well. I just don't know if I get it. Okay, well, oops, I guess I accidentally did that boss today. That's cool. I'm also, like, secretly wondering if there's, like, a different way in to Mount Fae. But probably not. That's okay. Okay, I'm ending the stream. Now's a good time. So, I will probably be back next Monday. If I'm feeling real wacky, I might stream this Sunday, but chances are low. I want to say hello to the police so I can reap my reward. Wow, that's like... That's SILKSONG. That's a SILKSONG quote. That's a modern classic. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out today. I had fun. I feel like this is probably the most fun I've had in Act 3. Which is wild. I feel like by the end of the game, I feel like I'm going to have very complex thoughts about Act 3. Because I really love the atmosphere. I love how you trigger it and what it looks like. I fucking loved being in the abyss and all the platforming to get out. It's just... I think I'm beginning to realize that actually the main thing I like about Hollow Knight and SILKSONG is exploring a world full of, like, hidden secrets and lore. And I don't think I have as much fun when I'm retreading that world for boss fights. Like, if my gameplay looks like 20% exploring, 80% boss fight time, I feel like I need 50-50 at least, is what I'm realizing. I likely won't be here Monday, but Sunday I could be. Interesting. Okay. Well, I will see how I feel. It'll partly depend on vibes on Sunday. And also whether I'm anticipating a Monday headache. Which will kind of just depend on how much work I end up having next week. But yeah. Act 2 is definitely my favourite, but I do think for me the quality of most Act 3 bosses and the plot moments make up for it. That's fair. I do see that. I feel like Act 3 almost feels more like Hollow Knight to me. Whereas SILKSONG Acts 1 and 2 really did feel very unique. Which isn't a bad thing. I think there's just very, like... I think there's just very, I don't know. I just think the way I've felt about each act has felt so distinct. Like, each act feels like its own game. I know. But yeah, I'll see what the vibes are like on Sunday and whether I want to stream. But yeah, until then, thank you all for hanging out today. I had a blast with Act 3 for the first time ever. And I'm looking forward to playing more. What? This is crazy. So yeah, until next time, enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of your evening, even. And XOXO. Go piss, girl.